Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with atbbq.com, and this is Dr. Pepper Glazed Ham. Well, today we're cooking up a smoked ham with a Dr. Pepper barbecue glaze. It's smoky, sweet, and salty, and maybe best of all, it's incredibly easy. Perfect for the holidays. So we're starting with a 9-pound bone-in spiral cut ham, and this is a big part of why this is such an easy recipe. This thing's already been cured. It's already been smoked once, so anything that we do to it at this point just adds on to what's already been done. We're gonna start with a little honey mustard on the outside as a binder. And then you're gonna pick one of your favorite sweet barbecue rubs. In this case, I've got the Meat Church Honey Bacon Barbecue, and we're just gonna give it a nice coating on the outside. But remember, this has already been seasoned once. You don't have to go nuts on this. And it's already been cured, so it's going to have seasoning on the inside as well. We're just building a little bit on top of that. We're gonna cook this thing in a pan, because although we are smoking it, what we're really doing is we're reheating it. So you can think of the smoking process as just adding extra smoke flavor while we warm it up. So we're gonna pop this into a foil pan and head over to the smoker. But today we're cooking on the Yoder Smoker's YS640S pellet grill. We're running it at 250 degrees with hickory pellets. So initially this is just gonna smoke open. Eventually we will start glazing, but we need to go put that glaze together before we can do that. We're trying to bring the internal temperature up to about 150. Now we won't start to glaze this ham until the internal temperature is up above about 100 degrees. So that gives you a couple hours window when you can start to prepare this glaze. Now the glaze just has 3 simple ingredients. We're gonna start with about 2 cups of Dr. Pepper. We're gonna add to that 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar just because we need that little bit of extra tang and bite. And we're also gonna do a 1/2 cup of Smoke on Wheels Kansas City bootleg barbecue sauce, which is a great sweet barbecue sauce that actually has some Dr. Pepper in it already. And this we just want to reduce down to a consistency that we can brush on top of the ham. So this is reduced down by about 2/3, from 3 cups to about 1 cup. You can check that with a measuring cup if you want to, but you can also just look at these bubbles to see how big they're getting. That tells you that it's really reduced down in consistency. So we're gonna take this off the heat. So this is not too thick, not too thin, should just glide right over the surface of that ham and tack up nicely. Well, our ham's been smoking for about 2.5 hours now. The internal temperature in the deepest part is just crept over 105, so we're ready to start glazing. So we're just kind of gonna baste this onto the surface. And we'll do this multiple times as this continues to cook. And it's just kind of gonna bake onto the surface, get sticky and tacky. First layer, we won't go too crazy. We're just gonna establish that base. So the ham's been glazed a couple of times now. I'm just getting in here every half hour or so to add another layer on top. In fact, we're almost completely done with this thing. So I'm just gonna pour some over the top and the rest we'll add to the pan because all of these juices are great for dipping that ham in later on. So we'll check the internal temperature here. Again, we're going for about 150. Yeah, we're in the 30s, so it shouldn't be much longer. This ham's been on for about 4 hours now, creeping up past 150, which is our target. So we're gonna go ahead and pull it off. Our ham is rested for about 30 minutes now. It's time to slice into it, see how we did. All right, we're gonna get it out of the juice to slice it up, but we are gonna keep that juice around so we can soak our slices in there. Boy, look at that. That is juicy. Go ahead and take some of these off. Just cutting right around that bone. That. I'm gonna throw my slices back into the juice to stay hydrated. Go ahead and slice around the bone a bit, and then this top portion Kind of nice to just cube it up. You've got a little variety in the size and texture of what you're serving. Now these guys are pretty much like Dr. Pepper burn-ins right here, but pork instead of beef. Let's get a little taste. That is sweet and smoky goodness. Nice and juicy. I'm gonna snag a little slice out of our pan here as well. Oh my gosh. That juice is so important. Hold on to that, there's so much flavor. But man, the outside's just the right amount of like sticky sweet. The rest of it's kind of salty. Those things work so wonderful together. And you can't deny Dr. Pepper is one of those strange flavors that we never know why it's so great. But whatever 23 flavors they're putting in there, it works really well with ham. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out atbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoy the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to atbbq.com/thesauce. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.